Nice, nice, nice. Cool, cool, cool. What it do? What the? Let's go. What it do? What it do? Bro hasn't slept. It's true. What we looking at? What we looking at? Hold on, let me pull up the charts. No, I got my face cam on right now. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna play some music, and then I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. All right? You guys just figure out what you want to do, and you guys got it, right? Hold on, let me get some music on. Let's go. Let's go. Let me I don't know if you guys can hear this. Is my mic low? I can't tell if my mic is low. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What it do? What it do? I think it's better now. It's good? Cool. Oh, this damn dandruff on my shirt, bro. Can y'all hear the music though? Oh yeah, y'all can. Cool. I'm not gonna have it super loud. So obviously we have like 27 minutes till whatever. But let me go take a piss because now, dude, I gotta like shit myself. It's real, dun, 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 dun. Let's go. PLTR still looking good. Very fire. Gonna add an extra link. No Celsius? No, not today. I haven't had energy drinks in forever, bro. So obviously price came back down below all-time highs. So we want to see what it wants to do, right? Volume hasn't kicked in yet. Obviously price has been moving. So what I want to do is I want to target lows or highs. This is previous all-time highs here. So I'd say if we get back above that level there, then obviously we'd want to target these highs. These were previous levels we broke on the uptrend earlier this week. So this is what we're looking for, right? Right here. This was earlier this week. These levels weren't here yet, right? All we had was all-time highs. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry guys. You guys don't get to see. This is good right here. Boom. All right, so I'm on replay mode. I'll go all the way back. So this is where we're at right now. This is all-time highs up here. We have low of day right there. So right now we're setting up for a lot of volume to happen. All right. We have all-time highs up here now after gapping up, and then we have previous lows. So when I go to replay mode, boom, this is what we're looking for, just in a nutshell, so you guys can understand. All right. Bang. We have previous highs there, and we want to target previous highs because we've been uptrending. And the reason for that is because that's where previous sellers stepped in at. So it makes sense to sell around that area. Normally, what I'll do is I'll wait for a level to break through with a fair value gap. Super easy, right? We have a displacement. We have volume. For FOMC, we're going to be doing... oh, shoot. I'll just leave it like that. We're going to be on the 1 minute chart because of how fast it moves. All right. We're going to be on the 1 minute chart. So now that we have a breakthrough with the fair value gap, all we do is target previous highs. So we have a high there. Doesn't necessarily have to be all-time highs that we target, right? Like you can just target any previous high, like so, and that's your target. My first exit is going to be high of day, right? So we're going. Boom, we're finally getting some red candles. Obviously here on this first retest, I would have entered. So it's going to happen very quickly. I want you guys to understand. It's going to happen very fast. Very, very fast. And a lot of you are going to get shaken out. You know, a lot of you are going to be sitting there and being like, oh shit, I'm up 100%, I'm down 50%. You know, so it's like, it's going to happen very quickly. Be prepared for that. And you can have multiple retests as well, so just got to be quick. Is that high that just got broken? Was it a high time frame level? So every high is the same, bro. You know, so whether I'm on the 1 hour, right? See how that level doesn't move? That high is still the same. Whether I'm on the 4 hour, 5 minute, 3 minute. The only time you're gonna change your time frames is whenever you're taking your trade, right? So it's like if I'm on the 4 hour, I'm probably just looking at market direction. I want to see which way is the market moving. Is it moving towards the top right corner of my screen, or is it moving towards the bottom right corner of my screen, right? In this case, it's moving to the top right corner of my screen. So I want to look for upside trades. I want to look for continuation. I want to look for trades like this, right? Higher highs and higher lows. That's what we're looking for. And then boom, obviously that trade played out really nice. Just off this first candle here, played the retest off the 3 minute, even the 1 minute, bang. So what we're gonna be looking for on SPY is very, very similar. So now let me exit out of this so we can be prepared. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Thanks for answering. Yeah, no problem, bro. Do you market order? Yes, I'm usually very quick. Normally I don't buy the ask unless like today, like FOMC, how it's gonna move really fast. I just buy the ask and sell the ask. Is that a 41 millimeter on the wrist? Yes, sir. This is a AP chronograph. It's a Royal Oak AP chronograph. You just trade S&P 500 or also NASDAQ? Yeah, QQQ, which is NASDAQ, is what I trade as well. Ugh. Let's see. Some water. Oh. We see your setup for PLTR. There is no setup for PLTR. Imagine you're just buying shares, bro. Imagine you're just buying PLTR shares. That's my idea with PLTR. It's a long-term swing. Like, I'm still in PLTR calls. I'm not worried about making gains overnight. They have earnings on February 2nd. We have FOMC today. We have a lot of volume that's going to kick in. That's all we need is volume. Right now it's at its low. It's approaching previous lows here. And, you know, if we were making lower lows, that would be bad. But a stock like PLTR is not going to go any lower. And keep in mind, this is a weekly chart, right? So, shit, looks pretty parabolic to me. Check gold. I will not be checking anything today that I do not trade. High chance Fed is holding, so what could the reaction possibly be? We'll find out here at 1 p.m. I'll give you guys some sauce on how to read before the meeting actually happens. How much capital do you recommend for someone who is just starting? Obviously, you want to start as light as possible. You know, it's like I always recommend anywhere from like $250 to $500. Like, you do not need a lot of money relatively. So I would start as small as possible so that way you don't end up, you know, blowing your account or losing a ton of money, because you will make mistakes, you will take losses, right? And that's okay. But in that process, you want to make sure that you're losing as little as possible. PLTR bounce from two daily 200 SMA. I haven't used SMAs in forever, but I got one right here. I don't know which one that is. I'm sure it's a really, yeah, I have it on 11. Let me go to 200. The SMA is a lot lower, but Mine fucked. Let's look at the 50. It's below the 50, but it's approaching these lows as well. That's why I don't really like using SMAs above the 100 SMA. What's it called? Above day trading time frames. Is it because I left and went back 3 times? I'm not entirely sure what you did to get banned. I don't use any funded accounts, no. Hello, my fellow India. Can I use your strat on different stocks? Yes, bro. It works across the board. It works on crypto. It works on futures. It works on Forex. It works on stocks. Am I full porting? Yes, I will be full porting. How'd you raise capital? Whenever I started day trading, I was a barber, bro. I was just cutting hair. How's the TRX? It's badass, bro. I fucking love it. Yo, guys, real quick, if you could, like up the stream. I'm going to start dropping some sauce, and then real soon when 1 p.m. hits, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to find FOMC news. Will this be posted later? Yeah, the live recording will be saved on YouTube. Dude, how's there still snow outside, bro? Like, it's not even snow, it's all ice. Dude, the video I posted on Instagram went over everyone's head. I don't know if you guys saw this video I posted of me walking around with my gun, talking about like how there's a bunch of ice outside because it's snowing. Apparently I'm racist for that, but this shit's crazy. Do you recommend any prop firms, or you've never used them? I've never used them. So whenever I started learning how to day trade, their prop firms didn't exist. You know, I thought you were black. What? Yeah, well, people just have bird brains, bro. Like, people are hella dumb. Like, I don't understand. Sometimes, like, I don't understand people's thought process. I'm like, bro, what? Am I Indian? Yes. How do I find my stocks to trade? I just trade the most volatile stocks. Decrypt is a 4-4 Indian. That is true, bro. Can you speak some Indian? I can't, bro. Jay said, when you coming to Florida? Who's Jay? How's Mercy doing? She's chilling, bro. Thank you for asking. How long did it take you to be profitable? It took me like 3 years, bro, because I was dumb as shit. And I was watching YouTube videos. I was watching a billion different things, learning a ton of different strategies before I realized Jay the Tank. Bro, tell him I'll pull up anytime. And it all just came down to the simple shit, bro. How much for the jersey pie? Oh, yo, that's like priceless, bro. I'm not getting rid of this thing. Y'all want to see it? I've never taken it out of the glass, but this is a signed Ronaldinho jersey, so I'm not getting rid of this thing. I have a Neymar one too. I have a Neymar Jr. one, game worn. The one he wore at what's it called? At the Olympics when he won. But my brother Harambe has it. Play soccer? I used to, yeah, in high school. I'm that uncle that hurt his knee and can't play anymore. You buying 0DTE? I will be buying 0DT and I will be playing SPX. You would have went pro without that injury? I don't know about pro. I don't know how good this is, right? So it's like in 8th grade, I was a top 100, what's it called, like player in the nation in 8th grade at 14 years old. And then going into high school, my dad, you know, it's like we didn't have money. So like I played select soccer for 1 year. That was enough for me to get to the top 100 in the nation as a player. I was a striker. I was a number 9. And then my dad, you know, obviously we didn't have money. And he was like, I either put you in select or I send my older brother to college, which was just community college. It was like $2,000, right? Which was around the same for, my nose is just, around the same for soccer, for select soccer. And my brother dropped out like 3 months later. So it was fucking sick. How'd I find the Fair Valley Gap strat? So originally I used to play supply and demand, right? Supply and demand is like, so I'll show you demand. Demand is when you have a rally, a base, and then a rally, right? And then supply is when you have a drop, a base, and a drop. And you can see this everywhere, almost everywhere. Let's get rid of this EMA. Holy cow, dude, my nose is itchy for no reason. I'm like mocos. So now, if I go into larger time frames, you can see this almost everywhere. You'll have a drop, a base, and a drop. And this is how you find volume. And how I would go about it was I would wait. I would mark it from the top of the candle wick to the bottom of the body close, because that's the candle that initiated the move. So now you have your drop, your base drop. Before I started realizing, hold on, I'm never getting a retest. And it feels like almost every single time, you know, it's like, yeah, we're breaking levels with supply. We never get a retest, but it does go my way. I started realizing that there's a space in between 3 candles, which is also known as a Fair Valley Gap. And this is how I discovered Fair Valley Gaps. ICT didn't exist. Fair Valley Gap, at the time, this is why I call them displacements, because that's what I called them, displacements. And then ICT came around and coined the term Fair Valley Gap. And that's what it was, right? So, yeah. This is just PLTR. I'm watching PLTR, but I'll be trading SPX. PLTR has earnings on the 2nd of February. Can y'all hear my dog outside? Careful. Careful with what? At 1 p.m. At 1 p.m. is when they drop the official, like, statement. Yeah, if you guys could like up the stream. How many likes are we at right now? 31 likes. Yo, if we get to 100 likes, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to find what Jerome's gonna say in the stream before he even says it. It'll help me out a little bit. We're all gonna bank here, so let's do it, guys. Also, I appreciate you guys joining up on the stream. This has become a tradition, basically. Just hopping on and banking on FOMC. Thanks for the likes, guys. Let's get it to 100. Like it. Just get it. Let's get it to 100. I just want to see 100 likes on this live. Let's go. We're at 71, guys. Everybody like the stream, because this sauce I'm gonna give you guys, you know, it's like I shouldn't even be giving you guys this sauce, but once you see what it is, you're gonna be like, oh shit, this is gonna change your trading on FOMC, and it's gonna make you profitable, you know, long term. You're gonna be way ahead of the curve. You're gonna have so much more confidence taking trades on FOMC. You guys are gonna see how I catch it again and again. So I promise you guys, it's gonna be worth it. 10 more likes, guys. 10 more likes. Like up the stream if you haven't liked it. Let's go. One more like. One more like. One more like. One more like. One more like, guys. Let's get it to 100. 107. Oh, you guys smashed it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Keep liking up the stream. But yo, this is the sauce right here. Everybody pay attention. We have 4 minutes till FOMC, and I'm going to do it live with you guys. For the next 30 minutes, I'm not going to be answering any questions. I'm not going to be answering anything. I'm going to be trading and focusing on the market, all right? I will be explaining, and my brain is just going to be going on autopilot and speaking for what it is. I'm not going to be looking at chat. I'm not going to be answering questions. Like I said, I'm just going to be locked in and speaking through what I'm going through. All right, so here we go. If you look up FOMC statement like this, you'll pull up the first link, the Fed meeting calendars and information. This is what you're looking for. At 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, they always drop. Wait, hold on. They always drop the PDF. So September 17th, how'd you know you were gonna friggin' how they were gonna drop interest rates? At 1 p.m. they dropped the statement before Jerome Powell even walks out. So 30 minutes after 1 p.m. he walks out and he starts speaking exactly what's on this right here. Recent indicators suggest that growth of economic activity moderated in the first half of the year. Job gains have slowed, and whatever, right? We don't care about that. Here it says, in support of its goals and in light of the shift in the balance of risk, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a 1/4 percentage point to 4 to a 4/4%. Right? This is how I knew that they were going to lower interest rates before he even started speaking. So now I know what's going on, right? So here we go. If I go back to FOMC statement, then I go back to this page. We wait for 1 p.m. and we look for, what month is it? January. This is what we're looking for. So when we update this page, or whenever we refresh at 1 p.m., it's going to be there. That's the sauce. So we'll read it and we'll look at the charts and we'll see what's going on. And remember, the news itself does not matter. You know, it's like, it does matter long term, whether we drop interest rates or if we hold it. But right now, it does not matter. This music is insane. I feel like the market's already setting up as well. 1 p.m. Watch. Boom, it's right there. What? It's been moved or no longer exists? What is going on? They're messing up. Here we go. In support of its goals, the committee decided to maintain the target range. Yeah, so they maintain it. They didn't lower anything. Here we go. See what price action gives us. I'll buy 69.45 puts on SPX. I'm looking to buy. I'm gonna try my fry. Here we go. I'm gonna start adding here. I'm adding 10 cons. Got filled 9. Now we just wait. And then obviously Jerome Powell speaks very soon. So we'll be waiting on him to speak. See what happens here with this lower day. What are they saying in chat? What are you guys saying in chat? Can't even see y'all's chats. What am I eating? I'm eating a chicken wrap. Why are you guys panicking so much? How's it feel to be rich? Feels good. Past FOMC or back testing past FOMC? I've already done that. What's QQQ doing? Just waiting for Powell to start speaking. So far, I don't see like any clear confirmation on anything besides just a downside, you know, bearish engulfing candle and a 1 minute fair value gap. That and we already fell below all-time highs. Honestly, if we like gapped down today, I would have expected it to go higher. But it gapped up. Anything could happen though, we'll see. And let me see what people think on X. Where's Powell at, man? Sorry, guys. I've been munching. You guys couldn't tell. Powell got fired. My fiance doesn't trade with me, but she invests long term. I have her invested in like some stocks. I'm gonna wash my hands. Where's Jerome Powell at? Thank you for the food. Surprised I haven't gotten up to go take a dump. Or I gotta take a shit so bad. But I know that if I take a shit, I don't know. Maybe I have to take a shit. Yo, Marco Garcia, what are you on, bro? Maybe I have to take a shit for the market to take a shit. In the meantime, I want to look at some long term. Do I cut my own hair? I don't. You wish you had someone to get you food? I got you, bro. New low. I'm down 10%. I don't know if you guys can see this. Down 11%. I sound like Obama. That's a new one. What is my price target? 69.4609. Fell below all-time highs. The only way I'll take longs is if we break above 69.79. All right, so if we get above this range here, I'm in longs. Want want me to tell them how you scammed both premium and the mentorship? Bro, just because your broke ass lost all your money doesn't mean it's my fault. I don't get why you guys blame everybody else for your failures. Like, just own up to it, drop your ego, and start making money, bro. Or just quit trading. I could care fucking less, bro. I don't give a damn. I promise you. You see this shit on my wrist? I thought you were black? Bro. I'm not black, dude. Why do you guys keep saying that? Are y'all trolling me? There's no way. My accent? Guys, do I have an accent? I think it's just, it might just be like Southern. You were black on your story? Oh, shit. My parents are from Kawila. Yes, you bean. Holy shit, guys. All right, Powell's about to start speaking here soon. Holy fuck, I stink, bro. I don't shower, dude. Why do I stink? Because I don't shower, bro. I don't shower. I'm doing the Indian method. What's going on with this price action, bro? Honestly, the break of either side on this 5-minute candle is what I'm trading. Sorry, guys. I forgot I'm supposed to keep it professional. I just don't care. How many rupees you pay for the watch? Paid them 1 billion rupees. Do not redeem it. Do not redeem it. I'm already in puts, but it's like obviously I'll flip it. Like if it doesn't go lower, obviously I'll flip. Did I over leverage on my watch? No. How do I join your Discord, Decrypt? It's private, bro. Yeah, it's pretty choppy right now. You said to unban him or he's gonna kick your ass? Man, fuck that kid. All that dude does is talk shit and not make any money. Like, why would I want him around? You know what's crazier is that like the new guys have been learning for less time than they have, and they're already more successful, which is wild. You know, it's like, and they're learning the same information. It's wild. Like I said, people blame me for their lack of success because they can't own up to their own failures. They sit there, they see the information, they see it work time and time again, but they want to go and trade different strategies. They want to switch up their psychology. They want to switch everything up. And then when it doesn't work, they blame me for something that I never even taught them. So I'm just like, why are you crying? Syndicate is the mentorship. Fact's been new for like a couple months now. Now I'm up $2,000. That's pretty crazy, bro. Puts are cooked. Oh yeah, true. Guys, I'm gonna close out of these puts. I'm losing $1,500, right? Bang, bang, bang. And I'll be looking for a re-entry here as Powell starts speaking. We're still in this fat range, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, their losses are bigger than the winners. I don't understand. I did enter really early, but I'll take that risk. I like taking that risk. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Can you check the chat, see if I'm good or not? Let me see. Call, you're in 200 calls. Switching to longs. Not yet. Not quite yet. I want to see the break to either side. Remember last night how we went over, you know, it's like price is either going to break to the upside, it could gap up, fall back below, and that's exactly what happened. It could stay there, reject, could break through, go higher. There's a million different things that could happen. Now we're playing this range right here, right? So whenever price starts moving, this is what we want to trade. How's the diesel truck? The TRX is in diesel. I recommend using fair value gap indicator so you don't got to keep looking for fair value gaps. I mean, it's really not even that hard. I wait for a close above those that level there. So it's like on the 1 minute, 3 minute, whatever I'm trading on, whatever time frame I'm on. Right now I'm on the 1 minute. I'll wait for that level to close. That's SPY doing the same shit. It's still inside that huge 1 3-minute candle. 1 3-minute candle. Would I ever get a Z06? Probably, yeah. The Discord is private. It's just, you just require a application process because we don't just accept anybody, you know? Would I recommend a TRX over a Raptor? It's personal preference, bro, to be honest. They're both fun as fuck. It's been a minute, bro. He's been busy. Can I follow you on Insta? I made sure, bro. Where's Jerome Powell at, man? We're getting some volume. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go, guys. This is when we get rich. This is how we get rich, guys. I think it's because I don't have a Lambo. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Good afternoon. My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. The U.S. economy expanded at a solid pace last year and is coming into 2026 on a firm footing. While job gains have remained low, the unemployment rate has shown some signs of stabilization, and inflation remains somewhat elevated. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy rate unchanged. Having lowered our policy rate by 75 basis points over the course of our previous 3 meetings, we see the current stance of monetary policy as appropriate to promote progress toward both our maximum employment and 2% inflation goals. I will have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Available indicators suggest that economic activity has been expanding at a solid pace. Consumer spending has been resilient, and business fixed investment has continued to expand. In contrast, activity in the housing sector has remained weak. The temporary shutdown of the federal government likely weighed on economic activity last quarter, but these effects should be reversed as the reopening boosts growth this quarter. In the labor market, indicators suggest that conditions may be stabilizing after a period of gradual softening. The unemployment rate was 4.4% in December and has changed little in recent months. Job gains have remained low. Total non-farm payrolls declined at an average pace of 22,000 per month over the last 3 months. Excluding government employment, private payrolls rose at an average pace of 29,000 per month. A good part of the slowing in the pace of job growth over the past year reflects a decline in the growth of the labor force due to lower immigration and labor force participation, though labor demand has clearly softened as well. Other indicators, including openings, layoffs, hiring, and nominal wage growth, show little change in recent months. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.9% over the 12 months ending in December, and that excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 3.0%. These elevated readings largely reflect inflation in the goods sector, which has been boosted by the effects of tariffs. In contrast, disinflation appears to be continuing in the services sector. Near-term measures of inflation expectations have declined from last year's peaks, as reflected in both market and survey-based measures.
Yeah, this market is very buns, bro.
Expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation.
It's still in the range.
Our monetary policy
we never got to close above or below anything.
To promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people.
Like, what is this?
At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 3.5% to 3.75%. Since last September, we've lowered.
I'm like sitting on the option chain ready to get in something, but there's nothing.
Bringing it within a range of plausible estimates of neutral. This normalization of our policy
I'm not in anything
should
yet.
help stabilize the labor market while allowing inflation to resume its downward trend toward 2%.
Never got to close above, never got to close below. Well, we did get a close below, but this shit fucking
to determine the extent and timing of additional adjustments to our policy rate based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. Monetary policy is not on a preset course, and we will make our decisions on a meeting-by-meeting basis. To conclude, the Fed has been assigned 2 goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping
price action is pretty shit.
Expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We at the Fed will continue to do our jobs with objectivity integrity, and a deep commitment to serve the American people. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Hi, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. Thank you. I wanted to ask that, you attended the Supreme Court hearing last week on the Lisa Cook case.
Still
and Treasury
nothing.
Secretary Scott Bessent criticized that as political. Can you say why you attended and what you would say in response to the Secretary's criticism?
So let me start with, I don't respond to comments by other officials, whoever they may be. It's just not appropriate to do that. I will tell you why I attended. I would say that that case is perhaps the most important legal case in the Fed's 113-year history. And as I thought about it, I thought it might be hard to explain why I didn't attend.
Yo, guys, should I do another $1,000 challenge?
Paul Volcker went to a Supreme Court case famously in, I guess, 1985 or so. So it's precedented, and I thought it was an appropriate thing, and I did it.
Great. And then
Wait, Champion League's game?
The job
Yeah,
market,
unfortunately, this market, we might not like even take a trade. But
distorted,
it's like
and you also
I
mentioned the
kind of
potential for,
expected this.
overcounting
Champions League.
jobs, which would suggest that we're still in a negative hiring pace.
Oh,
do you see the drop in
hell
unemployment
yeah.
rate as solid, and what's the basis for saying that things have stabilized? Thank you.
So, yeah, really two questions. One is, so we're getting through the distortions in the data from the shutdown. However big they were in November, they're smaller in December. So we're getting to a place where they're no longer material. They're still there, but it's a tweak here and there. The reason why we changed the statement, let me pull it out, was simply, it used to say that judges that downside risks to employment rose in recent months. So we saw, data coming in which suggests some signs of stabilization. I wouldn't go too far with that, but some signs of stabilization. There are also some signs of continued cooling. And so we thought that was no longer an accurate description of the data. In addition, the outlook for economic.
You guys want the $1,000 challenge again?
Improved.
Because I was gonna start it on the 1st of February.
For labor demand and for employment over time. So
250. What should I start with? What do you guys want me to start with? $100. Y'all want me to do $100 to $1,000 challenge? I might as well just do like $100 to a $10,000 challenge. The thing is that when I start with $100, it's a little slower. 500? Should I do 500?
Are you concerned it could draw the institution further into political debates?
So today on, I'm simply going to refer you to the.
Hell yeah, I think 500 might be the one.
I'm not going to expand on it or repeat it. So I'm just not going to. This is really about the press conference and
This one, it's going to be free, bro.
what we did today, and some ancillary areas, but I'm not going to be getting into that.
Can you say whether the Fed has responded to the subpoenas?
I have nothing for you on that today.
Mike.
Michael McKee from Bloomberg Radio TV. Have you made a decision on whether
So
you
far,
will
no other
remain
trades.
as a governor of
I am down
Federal Reserve
$1,500 off that first
What it
early
is,
trade I took.
And if not, when might you anticipate?
I probably would have seen like break even or some money here, but I'm not really even worried about it.
For you on that today, that either.
Why would you want to leave it all under the circumstances?
Again, I don't want to get into this. It's not something.
10,000 to 100,000.
There's a time and place for.
I mean, I can do that on my own, you know, so it's like, I'm going to be trading regardless. That and like my investment account, like, I guess my 401k, I've been putting money in there like for years, you know, so it's like, it's just, I'm making money off of that. So it's like, I'm at a point to where it's like, I don't even have to trade anymore. Does that make sense? But I still do because it's like extra money, like extra Banskis.
What do you think is driving the U.S. currency lower? And have you been at all concerned just by the extent of the volatility we've seen
What is this
this week?
bitch talking about?
So, Claire, as you probably know, dollar really the administration.
I'm just kidding.
The
I'm just
Treasury
kidding.
Department has the job of oversight over the currency and exchange rates and all that. We
Just
don't-
into stocks, bro.
Not our role.
Like I'm gonna start adding to PLTR too, like long term,
What's your
just
view of
because
the
look
market
how
and
far it is
liquidity?
from the
What do you
top
think behind them? Is it
right now.
asset
Even right now,
managers
even if it goes a little lower,
diversifying? Is it
31%.
We don't talk about the dollar.
If I put $50,000 into this, did I make an extra $15,000, $16,000 doing nothing? That and I go to the banks and I go borrow money off of my stocks and be like, hey, I want loans, and use that to fix and flip homes or build homes and make even more money. You know, it's like start building actual generational wealth.
In light of the slight firming up of the language around growth in the labor market in the statement, should we assume that the timeline for any further rate cuts is pushed back compared to what people might have thought in December?
Well, first of all, if you look at the incoming data since the last meeting,
Buy
clear
duplexes?
improvement in the outlook for growth.
Trust?
The data have come in, and sentiment, the beige book, everything.
Dude, this market is so buns. I'm probably just not even gonna trade.
Starts off on a solid footing.
Carlos, I'm gonna unban you, bro.
Inflation performed about as expected.
I'm just banning anybody in the Discord that just straight up trolls, doesn't take anything serious. So if I see you not taking anything serious, you're gonna get banned.
It's overall a stronger.
But I'm gonna unban you, bro.
Really, if that's your question.
Because you very clearly like
Sure answered your question.
do want to take it serious.
But in terms of timing or pacing of any additional easing.
But yo, guys,
Made,
if any of you are interested in the Decrypt Syndicate, I'm gonna drop a link for you guys, and you guys can apply there. Just know that nobody, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna be accepted in, right? You're gonna book a call with my team. You can go on there, ask a billion questions, you know, about your strategy. They're gonna figure out where you're at in your day trading, and then from there, you know, it's like obviously we'll help you out, but not everybody, you know, it's not something where you just go in and you get free access. You know, it's like you have to get selected by me personally as well. But the link is there. I just pinned it. Feel free to, you know, apply. All of it is in there. But yeah, it's a wrap later, gang. Take care, bro. But yeah, guys, this is this might be wraps, guys. Look at this price action.
16 of 19 officials are actually below there on their long run. Is the Fed still in a process of bringing it down towards a middle range of neutral? And what would it take to get there?
How much is it? Damn rip.
Was that 4 of the 19 were at or above that? I mean, maybe I missed by one, but I thought it was 4.
Decrypt, add me to the syndicate. Oh shit, I almost said it, bro.
10 out of 58.
Thanks for the live. Always good to learn. Yeah, we tried it. I know I got in a little early. I expected a move like we had previous FOMCs, but sometimes it just is what it is. You know, it's like you can't really control it.
I think, and many of my colleagues think, it's hard to look at the incoming data and say that policy is significantly restrictive at this time. It may be sort of loose.
But yeah, guys, the link is there. Apply.
You know, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Check out the website. Watch the videos. A whole lot of free trainings in there. You know, it's like even if you don't join, you're gonna learn something, and that's the goal. It's like I just want you guys to learn. For those that are ready to take it an extra step and go even further, you know, and like want to actually make money, you'll do that. And then we're going to start this $500 challenge. I'm going to start promoting that on Instagram, so you guys get ready for that. I want you guys to hype it up. Whenever I post on Instagram about the challenge, I want you guys to comment, and I'm going to have like a word that you comment. You know, it's like, I'm in, you know, it's like, so if you're in the challenge, I want you to say, I'm in this challenge, you know. We're going to freaking go crazy. The first one, it took a month with $1,000, so I don't know how long it's going to take for this one to be done. But yeah, and the alerts are going to be in my Instagram channel chat. You guys know what I'm talking about, my Instagram channel chat. So be ready in there. Make sure you turn the notifications on, etc.
We do think we're well positioned after those 3 cuts to let the data.
You guys are going to make a lot of money off this challenge, I promise you. People made money off the freaking $1,000 challenge. I know I didn't really post about it as much, just because I just casually trade whenever, but it feels good. It feels good seeing people win.
Another rate cut. Is there broad agreement on the committee about what it would take?
You're down 1,200. Hey, I'm down 1,500, bro. Just know, so whenever you take a trade and you take a loss, just know that if I took a loss this day, my loss is a lot bigger than yours.
And dissented, but committee pretty broadly for holding today.
But alrighty, guys. You guys take care. I am out of here. Price action is trash. Nothing I can do about that, guys. You know, it's like, besides just stay away from it. I don't want to lose any more money. This is part of the process. You know, it's like we took our chance on the trade. Nothing happened. We'll come back tomorrow morning and we're right back at it, right? So yeah, take care, guys. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. Doses.
But it's less than it was. I think the upside risks to